Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another FM Mobile Tactics video. In this video, I'm going to be using FM Mobile 2024. I still have the 2024 and the 2026. I'm going to be using the 2024 to show you these tactics. It is not a winning tactics, or this is not a tactics that is going to give you instant results. It's going to take time and time before you gain the results you need. So I'm going to show you a tactics I used to finish fourth in the Premier League. I was kicked out. We only got to the fifth round of the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, we were runners up, and the Community Shield, we were runners up. It is not a tactics that is going to win you trophies, but this is a tactics that is going to become a generational something. So with time and season by season and the right players, it can help you get to the level you want to get with your save and with your career. So let's first get straight to the player stats of our first team players. Let's look at how each of our players they throughout the season with these statistics. So looking at the appearance, you can see the most appearance was 59 appearances. We made a total of 59 appearances, which was our goalkeeper, Allison, then two of our midfielders, Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. So if you want to look at the goals, you can see Darwin Nunes gave us 23 goals out of the 51 games he played, and he played as a striker. Then Alexis McAllister gave us 20 goals playing from the number 10 position, which I'll be showing the tactics also very soon. And Dominic Shoboslai gave us 17 goals. Then we have Luis Diaz from the wings giving us 8, and Diogo Jota giving us 7. When we go to the assist column, you can see we have four players who entered double digits, and who entered double digits. We have Shoboslai, Luis Diaz, Alexis McAllister, Mohamed Salah, who gave us double digits. So you can see this tactics is a very creative tactics. This tactics is going to get the creativity out of your players, especially the creative players in your team already. So now let's get to the tactics. Let me show you the tactics I used for this season in my save file.
We listen, we don't judge, yeah?
So we use the standard 4-2-3-1 game press tactics. The 4-2-3-1 is my favorite tactics. I don't know why I love to use 4-2-3-1. But let's dive straight into a tactics. So for our goalkeeper, we went for a standard goalkeeper, which is Allison. You can also go for a sweeper keeper, but I chose to go with a normal goalkeeper. Then for our right back, we went for a wing back who is going to move up and down the pitch, whilst when we have possession. Then for our two defenders, we went for one ball playing defender and one central defender. So what the ball playing defender does that when he gets the ball, he can keep the ball and find right passes and mix. So the ball playing defender is more of like a creative defender. He's very good in passing and fishing and stuff. Then for this normal central defender, as soon as he gets the ball, he makes sure he clears the ball away from danger so that our team does not concede any silly mistakes or any silly goals. Then for our left back, we went for a standard fullback. He's not going to go up the pitch. He's only going to go move up the pitch when he sees it necessary to move up the pitch. So he's mostly going to stay within these two zones, mostly for during your gameplay. Then for our midfielders, we went for one central midfielder. What this central midfielder does is that he basically stays in the central zone of the pitch. He stays at the central zone. What he does, finds teammates and gives simple passes, intercepts balls from the opponent. And for the next other midfielder, we went for an advanced playmaker. So what this one does is that he moves forward. He finds spaces in between the opposition's defense and midfield. So you mostly see him at these zones. So mostly plays here, but you mostly see him at these zones. And from there, he can give good goals, he can give good assists. And for that, we had Shoboslai playing in that position. Then for the three, for our left wing, we went for an inside forward. What he does is just moves inside the pitch. He runs at the central defenders of the opposition, and from there he can give assists or he can shoot from distance to give goals. Same for our right wing, he played as an inside forward. But for our number 10, he played as a trequartista. So a trequartista, what he does is that he finds spaces. So mostly for trequartista, he finds open spaces. He finds spaces that he sees necessary to move into. So maybe if our right back, who is um Conor Bradley, has the ball, and maybe he moves to this zone, and our inside forward also moves maybe upwards to this side, or maybe he moves to the winger position, you will be able to see, sometimes you see your Trequarista in this zone, in this zone, or in this zone, trying to find, be in pocket of spaces so that his teammates can find balls for him, or can find position, can find good passes to him. Or for your forward, if your forward maybe moves to the left or to the right, or maybe your forward drops back, you will see your Trequarista taking on that role. So it's more of like a shadow striker, but he's not typically a shadow striker because he doesn't just move up and down the pitch. What is that? Is that he finds pockets of spaces, gets there, and makes sure he's able to get passes from his teammates, and can get goals. Then for our striker, for my striker, I went for a normal poacher. So what he does is that he stays central, stays within the box, wait for the ball to come in. Then that's what he does by scoring the goal. That's why Darwin Nunez had so many goals. He was our top goal scorer for the team. So under the shape, we played a team mentality of attacking and a weight of balance. And we had a passing tempo of fast and a creative freedom of expressive. And at defense, we played a very high line, so we were really high the pitch, which was troubling most of our opponents. And for our closing down, we were all over. So as soon as we lose the ball, we are pressing you to get the ball. That's why it's a Genghis style press. A Genghis style play we are having. So as soon as we get the ball, as soon as we lose the ball, we are pressing to get the ball back. Then for our tackling, we went for normal tackling. We weren't pushing players into tackles to cause more fouls. Now we ain't doing that. And we had offside traps set to yes and no time wasting. And the attack, in the final third, we looked for overlap because we had Conor Bradley, who was a wing back, and our other guy Gomez, who was a fullback, but he sometimes moves up and down. So we look for overlap, and we work the ball into the box with our two inside forwards who move centrally into the opposition box. We try to get the ball into the box to help. So from there, they can give assist to our poacher, or they can score, and also our Trequarista. And run our defense, we have creative players, players who are good at dribbling. So their job, so we set it to run our defense. So they run at opposition defense and make sure they're able to dribble past the opposition and stuff. A passing style, we went for short passing style. We did not encourage our players to have crazy passes or just shooting the ball and passing the ball up and down. We make sure we had short, simple passes. When you see an open player, but you pass the ball, if not, you hold the ball until you get someone available to pass, not playing long or wide or whatever. And went for a passing focus of mixed. So we're not only passing the ball through the left side or through the center or the right, it was all over the pitch. And a goalkeeper distribution of shots. So now let's look at the league and see some of our results. So out of the 38 games in the Premier League, we won 22. We drew 9 and lost 7. So we didn't lose a lot of games. We lost just 7 games. We had a total of 67 goals scored and conceding only 30 goals, giving us a goal difference of 37 with 75 points. And our player stats, we have no players in the top 10. Now, most of our players are not in the top 10, but within between the 11th to 18th position, you can see we have 3 players over there. That should tell you how close it was. Most of our we have players who were creative from both angles. So these are the tactics I used for my save here in Football Manager Mobile 2024. Let me know what other video you want me to make. If you want to learn how to get Football Manager 2024, even though we are in 2026 and we'll be expecting 2027, let me also know that in the comment section below. See you next time. It's bye for now.